Hey, Facebook. Hello, 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 and welcome to my page. So, listen, I have been live all day today on everybody else's platform, on different pages, all in my Facebook groups, everywhere else. Let's see, hold on. Let me just put a note here. So, today is a very special day, and well, every day is a special day, because we're alive and we're well, we're kicking, things are going good. And even if it's a bumpy day, even if things aren't the best they could be, what y'all think about my little high afro puffy situation? I'm working it out. So I got vacation in 9 days, guys. Count it, 9 days. So I was gonna do something with my hair. I was like, why? I'm gonna be on the beach. I don't need this is it, honey. This is good. This is good. So, anyways, I am Tamara Zantel. I am the CEO and the founder of Raising a Mogul. And I started talking about today being a special day, not only because we're alive and well, not only because you can hear my voice and feel my energy, but today is the launch of the Raising a Mogul manual, the global launch, the global online launch of the Raising a Mogul manual. And I'm super excited about it. Why? Because this has been a year, almost a year in the making. Hey, Terry. Hey, Terry. Welcome to my live. Yeah, it's been almost a year in the making. And even before the year of actually, creating and building and writing and praying and getting it here. Before that, this was just an idea. It was an idea in my heart, in my soul, in my guts, in my dreams. You know what I mean? And you know how so many of us have these things that we want to do. We have things that we want to put out into the world. We have ideas, we have dreams, we have hopes, we have stuff, right, that we want to do. And a lot of times we don't do it because of whatever reason. It could be fear, it could be naysayers, it could be whatever. It could be time. It could be the kids. It could be a family. It could be life. It could be whatever. There's always a thing, right? There's always a situation, or some people could call them excuses. There's always a barrier. And there were so many for me in my life. But Raising a Mogul as a platform as a whole, being the number one parent manager community on the planet, was always in my spirit. It's been in my spirit for almost 5 years, if not more. And we officially have solidified the spot being the number one over the last 2 years, more so over the last year. But we didn't have this. We didn't have the thing. We didn't have our stamp on it yet. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you birth a dream or you have some amazing thing that happens, you need to put it in writing. You know what I'm saying? Just like launching a new business. It's like you need to make it legit. You need to solidify that thing and put it in writing. It's like in a relationship, put a ring on it, right? So this is the ring on Raising a Mogul. Like, this makes it legit. All the parent managers that poured into this amazing manual, we have made it officially legit today with our global online launch. And I'm so, so proud of it. Oh, you got yours. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Danita. Hey, Terry. Hey, Cheryl. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm really excited. So it's about me, but it's also about all the other amazing co-authors. We have 11 families represented here. We have 11 families. I'm going to show you guys the back of the book. We have 11 families. As you can see, there are moms and dads, as couples, as married couples, as divorced couples. We have single parents. We have parents that aren't even single, but just decided that this was something they needed to do for themselves aside from their partner. We have parents that are single that decided it was something they needed to do aside from everything else that's going on in their life. They laid aside the excuses of being busy, of not having the resources, not knowing, having the know-how, whatever it was. They put it aside. They put it behind them. They leaped. They took the leap. They took the jump, and they decided to bet on themselves. And I want to tell you a little bit about why this is so special. It's so special because nothing like it exists anywhere. Nothing like it exists anywhere. And if you know me, you know that my daughter Xandra started at 9 years old. And I often talk and share a lot about the struggle of learning as much as possible, not only about business and parenting when she first started, but doing business as a parent and running a business with a child, with a young kid. She was 9. There was no outlet. There were no conversations really about it. There were no Facebook groups. Now we have there's a plethora of Facebook groups, right? There were no Facebook groups. There were no kidpreneur, teenpreneur things. And definitely there was no support group for the parent with a child with a huge dream. It just didn't exist. Everything else I could find, but I could not find this. I could not find support with this, So one of my biggest things, and I pour into my community and also to my children, is that if you can't find what you're looking for, if you can't find what you need, that's a good indication that you need to create it, right? You need to create it, whether you have all the answers now or not. If it's something that you're walking in, it's something that you're doing every day, and you feel like there are missing pieces, then we need to take the responsibility on ourselves and just create what's missing in the world. Create what's missing in the world. And you better believe it's been scary. It's been a scary road, a scary ride and road and then ride and back and forth, hills, valleys, peaks, all that. However, it has been equally as rewarding and awarding to be able to connect with some of the most amazing parents on the planet. And I searched high and low. We found parents that were willing to help us write the manual. I found parents that were willing to help me write the manual in the most authentic way possible. And for that, I'm truly, truly grateful. And I love the idea of putting together the work of so many amazing parent managers whose some of their kids have just started businesses. Some of their kids are seasoned. We have the gamut in here. So parents whose kids have already made their first million, parents of kids who are just trying to figure it out, still trying to identify exactly what their thing is going to be that's going to push them to their first million. You have parents who have just decided to jump on board with their young mogul's dream and like, hey, okay, I'm getting this thing. And then you have parents that have been doing it for almost 10 years or more. So you have parents that are, like I said before, that are doing it completely alone, and parents who, there are two of them that are taking, and taking it on together and trying to find some kind of balance. What does that look like? So we're talking about many different dynamics of the way the households are structured, their belief systems, how they overcame the terrible days, the really not so glamorous and pretty days, and also how they stood tall as well when things were going amazing, and when the news stations were calling and the TV appearances were happening. Like, what is it like? How do you transition from the terrible days to the most amazing days of your life and still get to the end and realize that the terrible days weren't so terrible because they were preparing you for the most amazing days?